is Paul will just have none of this. All of these are status games. Status games. And it is certainly not proper behavior for the household of God. Now, we can say right out of the gate, why are the status games not appropriate behavior for the household of God? Well, Paul has just said it. And you go back and listen to the sermon from last week or read the passage right before this. Paul has just laid out the gospel. God loves everyone, wants every person to come to the knowledge of the truth. He desires every person to be saved, and he has put forward his son, Jesus Christ, as the mediator between God and man. And Jesus gave his life as a ransom for all. And God desires every person to come to the knowledge of the gospel, to faith in Jesus Christ. And then he appointed Paul, chapter 2, verse 7, to that very task, to preach the gospel. And now in light of that, what does it have to do with status games? Well, it means that your entry into the church was not on your merit, but was purchased by the precious blood of Christ. And therefore, as Paul says, say in Ephesians chapter 2, there's no room for anyone to boast. What would you even boast about? And so there's no power games in the church. But nonetheless, Paul knows that truth is not necessarily going to mean that nobody plays these power games. Nobody plays these status games. And so he gives some practical teaching on what not to do. And it starts here in 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 8. We'll put this up on the screen, but you should follow along in your own Bible.